Archangel Michael says, "The silence that lingered like a shadow over your heart is about to break tonight. For too long, you've waited, watching time pass while their voice stayed hidden behind fear, pain, and shame. But something in the spiritual realm has shifted, and it's already moving closer to your doorway. You may have felt an unease today, unexplained emotion, goosebumps, or the sudden urge to pause and reflect. That wasn't a coincidence. That was the quiet thunder before the storm of truth that is finally rising through the silence." Archangel Michael says, "A heart that once trembled in silence now aches to reveal what it has carried for years. The truth was always there, buried beneath layers of misunderstanding, pride, and deep regret. But tonight, as stars align with divine timing, their words will rise like fire from still water. They rehearsed it in their mind 1,000 times, unsure if you would receive it, afraid you'd shut them out. But they can no longer hold it in. Tonight, they are choosing to open the vault they locked so tightly." Type Amen to get blessing 333. There were times when you felt that maybe they never cared, that maybe everything was a lie. But they were watching. From a distance, through fake smiles and hidden profiles, they watched the seasons of your life without them. Your tears were never wasted, the universe absorbed them as proof of your patience and loyalty. They felt each one of them like stones pressed against their chest. But fear had a grip stronger than love, until now. The timing was never wrong, only the hearts involved were healing in silence. This moment was always destined, scripted in heaven before your soul even came to earth. And tonight, that script will be read aloud through their trembling voice. Type Amen to get blessing 444. What they speak tonight may shock you, not because it's too big, but because they finally had the courage to say it. There is truth, apology, confession, and even longing in what's coming. And though the night may feel heavy, it is the first night of emotional freedom. They will mention something you thought they had forgotten. A detail only someone who paid close attention would remember. And that will be the proof you need. It was never about forgetting you, it was about forgetting how to approach you. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear what is coming from their lips tonight, even if it shakes your entire spirit. You have been prepared in silence, molded in patience, and anointed for confrontation wrapped in love. The silence wasn't punishment, it was preparation for power." Type Amen to get blessing 555. They will say things they couldn't even admit to themselves. Things about why they pushed you away. About the people who whispered in their ear, convincing them you weren't worthy. You were always worthy, and their silence wasn't an insult, it was the sound of internal war. Tonight, that war ends. And you will witness the birth of something sacred, truth spoken in love. Their voice might tremble, but the message will be solid. They have written this letter in their mind 1,000 times, but tonight, they speak with breath. And that breath will carry your name like incense to the heavens. Type Amen to get blessing 111. You'll feel a moment of stillness before it happens. Maybe at 9:09 p.m., maybe when you're about to sleep. A whisper from deep inside will say, "It's time." And then the message will come, through a call, a knock, or a trembling voice on the other side. They held back because they knew their truth would expose other people's lies. They were scared not of you, but of the aftermath. But now, their soul can't take another day in silence. You are not dreaming. You are not imagining things. Something very real is happening behind the veil, and it's all for you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You've walked a lonely road believing no one saw your pain. But heaven did. And tonight, the heavens send someone to give you what was long overdue, truth with eyes wide open. Their words may start small, I need to talk to you. But what follows will unravel secrets, emotions, and confessions that you never expected. It will not hurt you. It will heal the fracture you've carried silently. Archangel Michael says, tonight is not just a night, it's a turning point in your spiritual record. A night that heaven has recorded. A night where silence finally surrenders to soul. Type Amen to get blessing 717. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Everything they hid, why they walked away, who told them to stay silent, and how often they've cried for you, will spill from their lips like a storm breaking its dam. This is divine timing crashing into human pride. And you, beloved, are the center of it. There's a letter, a screenshot, a handwritten note, or a voice memo, some physical form of truth is being prepared. They want you to know it's not just about saying sorry. It's about showing that they never stop thinking about you. Even if you feel too angry to listen, pause. You'll be surprised how their honesty melts your fear. The storm is not against you, it's here to break the chains around your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They will mention a date. A time you forgot, but they held close. And you'll understand, they weren't silent because they didn't care. They were silent because they were scared of how much they did. There is a divine orchestration tonight. Your spirit may feel restless, your dreams may feel vivid. That's not by chance. It's the alignment before release. The person who comes forward tonight has battled inner demons, betrayal, and even spiritual attacks. Their silence was also their suffering. And now they are ready to speak your name with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 999. If your ears start ringing or your heart feels suddenly anxious, know it's them preparing to connect. Their spirit is drawing near you because their soul cannot carry this alone anymore. They are walking toward redemption, and you are the key. They may begin by saying something simple. But it will unravel. And once the unraveling begins, it cannot be stopped. Tonight, the silence is not just broken, it is defeated. And with it, the lies they were forced to believe are falling apart too. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You will feel heat in your chest as their words reach you. That's the presence of divine truth confirming what you always suspected deep down. You were never forgotten, you were just being protected until they could come forward healed. They might admit to crying for you recently. Or feeling your presence in their dreams. Or that every attempt to move on without you ended in spiritual frustration. Archangel Michael says, this was delayed, but never denied. The time is now. And heaven is standing behind their every word, guiding each syllable to reach your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Their apology may feel raw. But it is real. Don't judge how it's presented, watch the vibration behind the words. You may notice the sky feels different tonight. Clouds moving in silence. or a soft wind brushing your skin, that's the angelic sign of confirmation. There's a chain reaction tonight. Once this truth is spoken, a series of blessings will be unlocked. Because when truth enters, chains break. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Their voice may be shaky, their hands may tremble, but the weight they carry will finally be released. And in that release, your heart will also start healing. Your story won't remain buried anymore. For every night you cried alone, tonight they will speak. For every birthday you spent in silence, they will remember. And for every moment you thought you were forgotten, they will prove otherwise. Archangel Michael says, truth is coming like a flame through the cold. You were never abandoned. You were preserved for this exact moment. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You are not just receiving an apology, you are witnessing the power of heaven move in human form. Their soul will feel lighter. And yours will begin to rise again. Keep your heart open tonight. You don't have to forget what happened. But you do deserve to hear what they've been carrying all this time. The night will not end with tears, it will end with understanding. And understanding is the beginning of elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 606. There will be signs. You'll see the number 333, a butterfly, or even hear your name in an unusual way. These are heaven's way of preparing your spirit. Their message will bring light to the corners of your memory you locked away. You'll feel pieces of yourself return. And you'll understand why you had to walk through silence to get here. They may say, I couldn't do this without first healing. And those words will shatter the resentment you tried to hide. You are being called into closure, but also new beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 119. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Tonight changes the atmosphere around your life. It changes the spiritual tension. It shifts your destiny from waiting to walking forward. Even if it's hard to respond at first, the message will land. It will echo into your dreams. And you will know this wasn't just a person, it was a divine moment. Let it come. Let the truth find you. You are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Even after the message is delivered tonight, you may feel a storm inside. That's not chaos, it's your spirit recognizing truth and rearranging old emotions that no longer serve you. Let yourself feel without shame, because something sacred is being birthed through honesty. The voice you long to hear is not just reaching out to talk, it's reaching out to restore. This restoration will not happen overnight, but tonight is the spark. And that spark will burn through years of doubt and spiritual distance. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Do not dismiss their effort just because it comes late. Late doesn't mean lifeless. It simply means heaven had to wait for the right alignment where you would both hear and be heard. They didn't want to come with half a heart. They wanted to come whole, or at least willing to be made whole. And now, with courage stirred by divine fire, they are coming with trembling hands and open truth. What's spoken tonight won't just be words, it will be weight lifted, chains cut, memories finally aired in light. This is healing on both ends. This is spiritual alignment where two broken paths meet in grace. Type Amen to get blessing 707. You'll hear them say something like, "I couldn't stop thinking about you." And behind those words will be years of inner torment, denial, and deep soul ache. It won't just be about romance, it will be about justice to your spirit. You may receive the truth by phone, or face to face, or even through an anonymous gesture. No matter how it comes, you'll know. Because your soul has been waiting to exhale this pain, and this is the moment. Archangel Michael says, there are angels around this conversation. What was held back for so long is now blessed to move forward. Don't resist the flow of release, it's divine permission for restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 313. There will be details you didn't expect. Someone else might have interfered in your connection, this will be revealed. But it's not just about betrayal, it's about them realizing the truth about you despite the distractions. Even the people who once talked them out of your life are now silent. They've seen the cost of separation. And even they know now, what's meant to be can't be broken forever. They will confess something about a moment they nearly reached out but didn't. That one moment held so much weight, and it shaped their days with regret. But tonight, they don't want to live with it anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They have written drafts they never sent. Practiced calls they never made. Replayed your voice in their mind while wondering if you'd still hear them if they ever spoke again. Now, the answer is yes. Because your spirit has softened enough to receive, and their soul has matured enough to release. This is no accident, it is pre-written divine collision. Even if your voice shakes when you respond, you are stepping into truth. Even if your hands tremble, you are touching something eternal. Because real truth spoken with a sincere heart echoes in both realms. Type Amen to get blessing 373. You may not get every answer you wanted tonight, but what you get will be enough to begin. Enough to forgive. Enough to rebuild. Whether that's together or simply in peace apart. The way their voice cracks when they speak your name, it will open something you thought had died. That's the power of unfinished love paired with divine timing. Archangel Michael says, you're not just hearing their voice tonight, you're hearing the sound of breakthrough. You're hearing the vibration of destiny realigning. And that sound will not stop ringing until everything is made clear. Type Amen to get blessing 232. There's something you need to say, too. A part of your heart that has been locked for so long. Tonight will make space for you to speak it. You've been waiting not just to be heard, but to be believed. And that moment has arrived. They will not argue. They will listen with the ears of someone who has been humbled by truth. Don't rush to finish everything tonight. Let the first words open the door. The rest will come with time, with grace, and with consistent unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You may find yourself crying without knowing why. That's the soul purging pain it carried in silence. Let it come. Let it fall like holy water. Their voice may carry regret, but more than that, it carries redemption. They want to return, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and truthfully. You deserve to be chosen without hesitation. And tonight, whether they stay or go, they are choosing to honor your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They may speak about the place you met. Or the scent you wore. Or the way your eyes lingered longer than most. And when they do, you'll feel the confirmation, they never let go. This is not fantasy. This is not delusion. This is divine revelation unfolding before you in real time. Even if there are tears, confusion, or silence between sentences, feel the energy shift. The air will carry grace. And grace will wrap both of your hearts as heaven witnesses the release. Type Amen to get blessing 404. They might admit they prayed about this. Asked for signs. And when they saw those signs, they knew it was time to speak. You've waited long, and heaven has kept record of every moment. You were not forgotten, you were reserved for the right moment. And now that moment is here. Archangel Michael says, nothing will be the same after tonight. Your timeline is adjusting. And this conversation is the divine key unlocking everything. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Your name is no longer being whispered in silence. It is being spoken in truth. Your story is not being erased, it's being rewritten with courage and light. A soul cannot carry truth forever without releasing it. And their soul chose tonight to unburden. That choice is sacred. And you are holy ground for it. Even if this doesn't lead where you imagined, it will still lead to peace. Because real peace starts when truth enters the room. And tonight, it walks in with breath. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The stars above will witness it. The angels will document it. And your spirit will remember this night forever. So when you hear the message, don't look away. Don't run. This is your soul meeting theirs in the echo of divine honesty. Be proud of yourself. You waited without bitterness. You believed without proof. And now truth is making its way back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 383. There's one more thing their heart has carried, something that never made it into words until now. A truth so delicate, they buried it even from themselves. But tonight, they're unburying it just for you. They will speak about the moment they realized they lost something valuable. Not because you were gone, but because they were no longer worthy to stand next to your light. Their silence wasn't just absence, it was self-punishment wrapped in guilt. They didn't speak because they didn't believe they deserved to. But heaven has pushed them to this threshold, and now they stand with their heart wide open. Type Amen to get blessing 155. You may feel like the air around you has shifted, and that's because it has. The spiritual world is aligning with your emotional world, and the vibration is undeniable. Every word they speak is part of a bigger spiritual unlocking. This was not meant to break you, but to make you. This was not meant to destroy you, but to transform you. And what they say tonight will build a bridge you never imagined would exist again. If your chest feels tight or your hands shake, take a deep breath. You're feeling the magnitude of the moment. Because this is not just a conversation, it's a divine encounter. Type Amen to get blessing 646. They will bring up the thing you thought they forgot. That one memory only the two of you shared. That sacred exchange no one else witnessed but left a mark too deep to erase. And that's when you'll know, they never truly left. They only distanced their body. But their soul never stopped orbiting yours. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness is not weakness. It is spiritual mastery. And you, dear soul, have mastered silence long enough. Now it's your turn to receive clarity wrapped in courage. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Even if they stumble through their words, listen to their energy. Feel their intention. That is where the truth lives, beneath the surface of syllables. Tonight is not a test. It is a release. And when it happens, you will feel years of tension melt from your bones. What they say might not fix everything, but it will unlock the part of you that stopped believing healing was possible. You will see in their eyes that they came with more than words. They came with pieces of their soul. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They were silent because they didn't know how to face your purity. You didn't hurt them, your truth awakened something in them they weren't ready to confront. But tonight, they are ready. This is not just about a person. This is about a purpose. You were connected for more than emotion, you were connected for destiny. And now destiny is echoing in every word that leaves their mouth. It vibrates between you. The space that once held silence now holds revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 626. You might feel like time slows down when they speak. That's not your imagination. That's heaven freezing the moment so you can absorb it in full. Their tears are holy. Their vulnerability is sacred. Their return, whether permanent or temporary, is divine design. You were made for this moment. To hear. To forgive. To finally understand. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They might end with something simple, like, I just had to say this. But what they leave behind will not be simple. It will echo. It will sit with you. It will change the shape of your spirit. And even if they don't have the right words, they are showing you the right heart. The silence they once hid in has been destroyed. And now, they stand before you with open truth. Archangel Michael says, this truth is a holy offering. Accept it with the strength of your spirit and the softness of your heart. You have earned this moment through silence, through patience, through tears. Type Amen to get blessing 161. You were never waiting in vain. You were preparing. And now, the preparation has met its purpose. What they say tonight will change everything, not by force, but by revelation. And you, dear one, are strong enough to receive it. Let the silence fall away. Let the truth rise. Let this be the night you'll never forget. Type Amen to get blessing 373. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.